Hey, it's time to play ball once again here on Two Majors and a Minor. I'm the minor. Josh is one of the majors.
Hello.
There we go. And Johnny's not here with us today. We're sad about that, but hopefully he'll be with us the next trip we go through here. Hey, we've got a really special musical guest here today on Two Majors and a Minor. We have Mr. Ted Norstrom with us here. Welcome, Ted.
Welcome. Well, thank you.
Yeah.
You said welcome. I say thank you.
Yeah, that's right. Either way, or thank you.
Yeah.
You know, so Ted has written how many Cub songs have you written?
I was trying to count that. Probably like 10 or 12.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
I've released probably, I think, I did a CD with 8 songs on it and then a couple other singles.
And we're gonna get a chance to hear a couple of them today,
Yes.
and we'll talk about some of the other ones. So, Josh, I think you'll have some new tunes to play at the ballpark this summer.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, that would be amazing, really, but very good.
The one is really evocative. The one about the wind blowing out.
Yeah, great. Yeah. That's I like to think of that as my love letter to like Wrigley Field and baseball and you know.
Absolutely. Well, Wrigley Field is my church.
Yeah.
You know, that's where we go for that. But anyway, what was the very first Cub song you wrote?
Well, it kind of started out rough. So I was a big fan of Jonathan Brandmeier, the radio, the Hall of Fame DJ from Chicago. And I used to send in parody songs and different things like that. And it was 2007. I was listening to Dave Kaplan, and he was, the Cubs won the division. They were going into the playoffs. He's like, "Are you guys all in?" You know, a lot of people are like, I don't know if they're good enough to go very far. So I wrote the song. I wrote just really quickly, whipped out a little song and sent it to Brandmeier. It's like, "I'm all in. I'm a Cubs fan. I'm excited about the season. Let your Cubs flag fly." And then it kind of broke bad on me there because this is like in the height of American Idol where there was the whole Simon Cowell, let's rip on the artist.
Right,
So the listeners would call in and they were brutal, you know. That's bad, it's bad, it's bad. So that inspired me to actually, do like a real recording of that, which I think came out pretty good. And then I actually started writing real Cubs songs and put out this CD called Music for Cubs Fans.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Very cool.
Yeah. Now, where can you get that CD if somebody's interested in it?
It's on CD Baby.
CD Baby, okay. Excellent. Have you got a website, or is it your Facebook page?
Right now I'm doing my Facebook page only. I had a website, but I haven't really done much with the music for a while, so I just kind of stopped paying for that. Music for Cubs Fans on Facebook.
Okay.
Yeah, and there's links there to all the videos and stuff. I have a number of videos, and it's in iTunes and Spotify and all those sort of things.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. You know, I was curious because you had mentioned at some time in our talk or conversations that you had a story about Ernie Banks, who happens to be my favorite Cub of all time.
Yeah. So this also had corresponds with the whole Jonathan Brandmeier thing in the morning show. So it was 2008. At that point in time, for a couple years, there was a Harry Carey's Tavern in Wrigleyville.
Yeah.
Remember that? Brandmeier did a live remote of his show there in June of 2008. The Crosstown Classic was happening, so they were going to play the Sox later at Wrigley. And he would do these kind of big shows. So he had Ernie Banks as a guest, and he had me as a guest and some other stuff. And by that kind of time, I kind of got past maybe the making fun of me, but I don't know, there's still probably something in the air. But so he had me perform this song. I performed the song. I was just kind of rocking on it, and Ernie Banks was on the stage with Brandmeier at the time still, and they got up and they were dancing.
Really? Wow.
So Jonathan Brandmeier and Ernie Banks were dancing while I was singing my "Let Your Cubs Flag Fly." So, just very memorable.
Oh, yeah.
And then they had a meet and greet thing after that, so people would line up and meet Ernie. So I did that. I got in the line and met him. Okay. I had him sign my CD. I gave him one.
Yeah.
So, and he said, "Oh, you wrote that?"
Nice.
He was such a great guy.
Yeah, that's fascinating because Josh knows this story, but I had my Ernie Banks encounter was back in the 70s when I was the minor league ballpark organist for the Quad City Cubs, and they had brought Ernie out for a promotion. And so we were, the radio booth and the organ booth, we're in the same booth because there's only one booth in the Quad Cities. And so Ernie, I found out what Ernie's favorite song was, but it was, which is, by the way, Rose Garden was his favorite song.
Lynn Anderson?
Yeah,
Ah.
yeah. So you should play that for Ernie every once in a while at the ballpark. Yeah,
It's good. Well, I have played that when like Anderson's come up to bat for other teams. Yeah.
There you go. That's perfect. But yeah, so that was, you know, I'm sitting there. I could hardly play the organ that day because I'm sitting there. Ernie Banks is sitting there 2 feet away, and we'd have conversations, and it was, you know, it was just fascinating to be able to be with your favorite ball player
Exactly.
of all time at that time. Yeah. So
Very
Ernie was
nice.
definitely all of that. So from that point on, obviously things kind of took off, and you kept doing more and more Cubs songs.
Yeah,
as
I did a
the
little,
time went?
some radio with Brandmeier and some other stuff, and I did a couple of things on WGN Morning News. So
Okay.
Cool.
I did the one goofy song, but then a year later, I actually was there during opening day. I was at one of their remote locations. I think it was
Yeah.
one of the restaurant bars there, and I did a song on there. So it's just a lot of fun, you know, going with that. And
Now, did you have experience writing songs, or was
yeah,
it?
kind of, you know, back after college, I was in a band for a little while. We never
Okay.
did much of anything, but I was always writing songs, and it was just kind of, you know, a passion of mine, and also baseball, also. So,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like you said before, Tim, baseball and music. It's a really
else is
fun
there?
combination
Yeah.
of things. That's your job, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything
so,
you need to know about life you can learn from baseball and making music.
Yeah.
It's true.
So yeah, and I haven't done any of them in a little while. I did a Bears song a few years ago and stuff like that. But you know, I just kind of when something hits me on have some fun with it.
May have to do a few more Bears songs. So
Yeah.
Wait, this
Yeah, really.
shaping up. Well, you know, this is interesting because we're recording this episode during spring training. So,
Yeah.
Josh, I got a question for you
Yes.
though. What kind of spring training do you go through to get ready for the regular season?
Well, okay. I have a playlist on Tidal, which I use to stream music, and so I add to it during the off season of
Okay.
stuff that I think might work in various scenarios,
Yeah.
or just songs I want to learn. So I really, at this point, should be sitting down at the piano to learn these songs, and then I got a practice day at Wrigley scheduled, so I'll go
Okay.
in there and work some stuff out, and so that'll be my spring training. And then we have the Cubs Productions has a training day coming up. Several days before opening day, so
Okay.
we'll go through like a fake game. And, yeah,
So it's like
that's
Shota
great.
working on his fastball and keeping it in the ballpark.
that's right.
Hey, tell us just real quick, CubsCon, because we haven't chatted since CubsCon.
That's right. It's been a
Yeah,
while.
Yeah.
It was a good time.
Yeah.
John and I took turns in the lobby, and it's always a nice scene there because the people who hang out in the lobby, they really enjoy the organ, you know. So they'll come up and request songs, and sometimes you get a little sing along going. And people are walking by, and they'll just say nice things or say hey. And
Yeah.
So it's a good time to talk to Cubs fans. That's always a good time. And then we get to see some of the presentations too
Sure.
on our off times. So this time I saw a conversation with the 5 starting pitchers. you know.
Yes.
And they had some good questions. Actually, a kid in the audience asked, "Have you ever intentionally hit a guy when you were pitching?"
Good question.
And they all kind of looked around sheepishly, and 4 out of 5 said, "Yeah." And then they gave context for it. So
Sure.
yeah, it was really interesting.
There's some unwritten rule. You're not supposed to say that out loud. Right?
There's a lot of unwritten rules with baseball.
Yeah, that's what I love
As long
about
as you
baseball.
understand
those little
that,
things.
it's,
Yeah.
it's all good.
Do you get to interact with the players much?
Nah, no. I've been near them in a hallway, but we don't really interact.
Yeah.
No.
Just the ones that come up for the 7th inning stretch.
Right.
The old
yeah,
ball players, yeah. So do you get a list ahead of time of who's coming in this year? Any
No,
ideas?
I rarely know before the day. Yeah. So we will see. It's
Yeah.
exciting. Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be a fun year at Wrigley this summer.
I think so, yeah.
So
Holy cow, the infield! I'm so excited about the infield.
right,
Yeah.
oh, that's awesome. Having Mr. Bregman over there at third base.
Oh man, yeah.
Yeah, that's it's gonna be. And he's doing a good job at the World Baseball Classic, which is
Right.
also going on
No.
right now too.
Okay. Oh, I haven't been paying attention to that.
He had a game over the weekend. again, we're dating the show right now, but he is playing for the USA.
Yeah.
And he was on bass 4 times. I think he walked 3 times and got hit by a pitch.
Wow. Okay.
So,
well,
he-
get on bass.
Get on
Yeah.
bass, yeah. Well, you know what? How about, hey, Nick, our producer today. How you doing, Nick?
I'm doing good, Tim. Thanks for
Good.
asking.
Yeah, well, I'm glad you're doing good because when you're doing good, we're doing good.
There you go.
How about we take a break here and we go into the recording studio and let's listen to one of Ted's songs and maybe we'll jump in with you.
Excellent.
You want to do
Good
that?
idea.
That sounds like a great
Let's
idea.
do that.
Sounds like a plan.
Get on the big blue train. The big blue train is rolling down the tracks now. A full head of steam. The Cubs are on their way. October bound. They're gonna reach that destination. Another year of Cubs baseball on the way. So get on board, don't hesitate. This is our year, so don't delay. Hey, hey! Get on the big blue train. The big blue train is filling up with Cubs fans. All around the world, the fur is red as paint. There's optimism sweeping through Cubs Nation. The wind's blowing out, I wanna see that W flag. So get on board, don't hesitate. This is our year, so don't delay. Hey, hey! Get on the big blue train. Get on the big blue train. Leave it to achieve it. The Cubs are going all the way. So let your Cubs flag fly. I wanna see that W in the sky. So fire up Cubs Nation. Fire up Cubs Nation. We believe, we believe, we believe, we believe. So get on board, don't hesitate. This is our year, so don't delay. Hey, hey! Get on the big blue train. The big blue train is rolling down the tracks now. A full head of steam. The Cubs are on their way. October bound. They're gonna reach that destination. 100 years was far too long to wait. So get on board, don't hesitate. This is our year, so don't delay. Hey, hey! Get on the big blue train. Big blue train is rolling down the tracks now. A full head of steam, the Cubs are on their way. October bound, you know there is no price of admission. Just bleed Cubby blue through and through, well that'll do. Get on board, don't hesitate. This is our year, so don't delay. Hey, hey! Get on the big blue train. Get on the big blue train.
Awesome.
Very much.
Ted Norstrom.
Very nice.
Wow, that was fun. We had a lot of fun
Right,
doing that.
yeah.
That was just so much fun. So thanks for letting us play along.
Thanks
with
for
you on
joining
that.
me. Yeah, hey,
So let's talk about that tune a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
shall we? So tell us about that song. When you wrote that, how you wrote it.
get on the big blue train,
Yeah.
right? So, back in 2007, 2008, Dan Plesac was on one of the local sports channels. He was doing the I don't know if he did the Cubs games, the pre-games. He was talking about the big blue train all the time. The Cubs are rolling along, and he was the conductor of the big blue train. So that just gave me an idea. And I had already put out this Music for Cubs Fans CD, and then I wrote that one next. I put it out as a single, but it basically references a lot of the songs I have on the CD.
Okay.
So I say, "Let your Cubs flag fly." I say, "Believe it to achieve it." That was a Ryan Dempster line.
Okay.
He was saying that a lot
Yeah.
at the time. You got to believe it to achieve it, But he's great at that kind of stuff. So yeah, it's and then "Fire Up Cubs Nation" is another song. I put a lyric about that, and just put it to a nice blues riff and fun stuff.
Yeah, it's got like a compendium of Cubs lore. Yeah.
Yeah, those songs are all about we believe, we believe, we believe.
Yeah.
It's, you don't see those signs as much anymore, right?
We're past the believe stage
Yeah.
now.
Right.
In
yeah.
2008, it was the 100-year anniversary of the
Okay,
Cubs winning
yeah.
the World Series. So I also had a song at the time called "It's Hard to Be a Cubs Fan."
Oh.
So that was like, I call it a dirge. It was about it's been 100 years, and
Right. Yeah.
my grandfather lived to 94, never saw one single ring was the line.
Oh yeah.
But then that was true. But
Yeah.
I don't sing that one anymore. I
Right.
haven't
It's been a lot
since
easier to be a Cubs
2016.
fan. You're right.
Yeah, what? And here's an interesting. It was 108 years between championships, right? How many stitches are on a baseball?
No.
Is it 108?
108.
Whoa.
Coincidence?
No.
I think not.
No, the CIA is involved.
That's exactly. Yeah.
Maybe the Cubs should have used a different baseball.
Or
The
one
one with
with
10
fewer-
stitches in it.
Right. Yeah.
That's what the Yankees did. Yeah. Well, every 4 years they win a World Series from the beginning.
It's
Yeah.
been 10 years now, and
Yeah.
it's going to be exciting this year.
It will be exciting this year. It's going to be a fun year no matter what happens. But I think our hopes are high, and it's all up to the organist. So
Yeah.
yeah. Hey, I gave you guys credit for winning a lot of games last summer.
Well,
because,
thank you.
Yeah, the way that you guys got the crowd going and into the games.
All right, we do. I gotta say, I think we do play a part with fan happiness,
Absolutely.
enthusiasm. But I don't want to take credit for wins or losses, because that way lies madness. Madness.
No doubt.
You don't have to take credit yourself. You're being modest, but I'm telling you, I see it happen. They won because of John. They won because of Josh.
But you know what the inverse of that is,
It's a Twilight Zone
Well,
episode.
right?
I don't think I ever blamed you for a loss, though.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because those are definitely not
You're
our
definitely
fault.
not your
no,
fault.
they're not. No.
But boy, I'll tell you, it's you sit in the stands, and I know everybody does it. You sit in the stands, and I'm thinking, oh, what is that song? What's he playing now? Yeah. I know that tune in 4 notes or whatever. And then I'm trying to think, how does that relate? All the walk-up songs and everything. Some of them are real easy to pick out, and then others, boy, you got to think about it. And sometimes I got to call you guys up in the booth and what? Okay, well, explain that last.
Sometimes
one.
it's a long walk to get
Yeah,
there. Yeah,
it is,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. It helps, I think, to play them more than once because, the first time people hear it, it's like, oh, that was interesting, but and then if you play it again when the same batter comes up, then people are like, okay, there's something going on here.
Something going on there, and they
yeah.
get it. Yeah.
So that all comes from you. You just do you need to run it by anybody or anything?
So
or you just kind of
there have been a couple things that I ran by people, our producer, but for the most part, if I don't have a question about whether it's okay, then I'll just go ahead. and play
cool.
it. And so yeah,
That's awesome.
You just can't play other teams' theme songs.
right.
Yeah.
Can't do that. Yeah.
So no beer barrel polka.
Right.
Yeah,
yes.
none of that nonsense. But yeah, it's so fascinating. So
Yeah.
Ted, what's in the future? You got any new songs that you're working on now?
Not right now, but this has been inspiring. And I was telling Tim last year felt kind of like 2015.
Yeah.
That would mean this year feels like the next year after that. So maybe there's a song in it for that.
Huh.
I think that could very well
Yeah.
happen for sure.
Can you make Swanson to Horner to Bush scan? Is that would that work for anything? Food for thought. Yeah. Okay.
Tinker's Drivers to Chance.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah. I think
There's
you
a
can make
history
that
there.
happen. Yeah. Well, you know what? Maybe we'll readdress as we get into the summer months and we get closer to things. We'll take another look, and we want you to join us on Lifting Spirits Through Music.
Yeah, that'd be
too.
great.
Yeah,
I would love to
come
come
on.
back and do a new song. That'd be a
Yeah, we'll do that. Well, I know on Lifting Spirits on opening day, before you guys get going, we're going to do something on Lifting Spirits. We're going to play
Okay.
every Cubs song that we know
all right.
on that. So you're welcome to join us for that.
You might need to make it longer if I play the ones I know. But
Yeah.
It can be done. We can do a marathon session.
Marathon. Cubs
I don't.
marathon.
You know what? I've actively avoided even learning "Go Cubs Go."
Oh, really?
There was always like, all right, I'm not going to touch that. I don't even
Oh.
want to be seen playing it. So,
Okay.
but I would for that. I mean,
Yeah, got to do that. for
it's just
that,
Steve
for sure.
Goodman is the
Right, the
It
iconic
does,
performance. Yeah.
Well, you know, the wind's going to be blowing out a lot this summer,
Yeah.
I think. So I think that's going to be good.
Play that
And
one.
As long as the wind is blowing out, why don't we listen to Ted's song called "The Wind Is Blowing Out"?
That sounds like a great
Yeah,
idea.
Excellent.
Jump back in the studio and do that for us?
sounds good.
All right.
Let's do it.
Every year since I was a little boy, I couldn't wait for spring to come. I'd search out my ball and bat and dust off my old Cubby's hat. And the spring would come. Yeah, the spring would come. Every year since I was a little boy, I couldn't wait for spring to come. I'd pretend that I was at Wrigley Field with 2 outs in the bottom of the ninth, then a 3-2 count with 3 runners on, and I was up to bat. And I fall one off, I fall another one off, and then I hit that ball with the sweetest swing, and it rise up in the air, and the wind's blowing out. Yeah, the wind's blowing out, and the wind's blowing out, and it landed in the stands in the hands of a bleacher fan, and the Cubbies win. Yeah, the Cubbies win, and the Cubbies win. Every year since I was a little boy, I couldn't wait to make that trip to Wrigley Field. And we'd walk up to the gate, and I still couldn't wait to walk up those stairs and see her sitting there. Oh, with the bricks and the ivy and the old scoreboard and the flags would show that the wind's blowing out. Yeah, the wind's blowing out, and the wind's blowing out, and the Cubbies win. Yeah, the Cubbies win, and the Cubbies win. Every year since I was a little boy, I couldn't wait to make that trip to Wrigley Field. Go Cubs!
And we're back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. So the wind's blowing out.
Such a
Yeah,
good song.
thank you.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think I was saying before is kind of like a love letter to Wrigley Field and
Yeah.
baseball, and I was thinking back about being a little kid, and
Yeah.
that's big.
Now there's a line in there, and keep in mind I've only heard the song once.
Yeah.
About, like she is sitting in the seat. Is that right?
No, well, I kind of refer to Wrigley Field as she. So,
Oh, okay. Okay.
So I walked up to the gate, and still couldn't wait to walk up those stairs and see her sitting there. So
Gotcha.
her.
Okay. Gotcha.
But that's just the awesome memory I have from every time I go
Yeah,
there, but
totally.
just from my youth. Or you walk up the stairs and you see Wrigley Field out there. and
It
it's
really is
just
a
kinda
different
like,
world when you get in there. Yeah.
It's an experience. I think everybody who
beautiful.
does it for the first time, I know
Yeah.
whenever we've taken friends and relatives for the very first time, I know when we even took our granddaughter up for the very first time, we said, okay, we're going to go up slow. We're going to go up slowly. And we go
Yeah.
up those stairs. And then you see this beautiful, it's not just a ballpark.
No.
It's history. And there's so much history. There's no ballpark that's older except, what, Fenway is a couple years older or something like that? But, yeah, it is.
It's history is Cubs fans. It's family for me. My
Yeah.
dad grew up around Wrigley Field way back when. He moved up to Wisconsin when he was like 12, but he would tell us this story about he would clean a row of the stands in Wrigley Field and get a ticket for their next game.
Yeah.
That's what they did with the kids. So
Yeah.
it's,
Wow. That's
That's what
great.
you do. My dad used to tell us he would call in and ask what time the game started if we were going in, and the Cubs office would say, "What time can you get here?" But that was the 1960s, so it was a little bit different back then. But yeah, so this has been great. Thank you for being with us.
Thank you.
today.
This was wonderful.
Yeah. Great to
It's
meet
good,
you.
good to share the Cubs music, right?
Yeah.
Well,
It's very
we're
great to meet you, Josh. Good luck this season.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yep. Well, we're all Cubs family. We all share experiences. You know, like the walking up, as we talked earlier in the show about walking up those steps and
Yeah.
seeing the ballpark. We all feel that there. It's something we all commonly share, and there isn't any other fan base I think that shares that type
That's
of
right,
thing.
yeah.
So it's really wonderful. So I think we should head back to the recording studio and take us home with that seventh inning stretch, because on Two Majors and a Minor we only play 7 innings.
That's right.
That's right. And I believe it's your turn.
All right.
All right, let's
Okay.
do it. Well, that wraps up another episode of Two Majors and a Minor. We got almost. So, as you all know who watch us regularly, we always finish with the 7th inning stretch, because we only play 7 inning games here on Two Majors and a Minor. Yeah. And we dedicate this to John. We wish you were here, buddy, but next time, right? Thank you, Ted, for being with us today. We appreciate that.
Enjoyed it, guys.
And love that beautiful guitar. Where did you get that? You know?
I got this.
You got this. Yeah. Piano Trends Music. Yeah. They don't. It's a limited edition. It is. But beautiful guitar, and you play it wonderfully, and love your song. So thanks for being with us.
Yeah, this is great.
Awesome. Josh, you want to lead us in the 7th inning today?
Here we go. All right. All right, Cubs fans, let me hear ya. A 1, a 2, a 3. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jack. I don't care if I ever get back. Let's root for the Cubbies. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes you're out at the old ball game.
Let's get some runs.
Woo!
Go Cubs.
Go Cubs!
It's Tim Paul from Around the Piano podcast. You know, before we get too deep into today's chaos, let me shout out the people who make all this sound way better than it probably should. It's 216 Creative Studios. Listen, if your podcast sounds like it was recorded in a wind tunnel, or your video looks like it was filmed on a flip phone from 2007, stop everything you're doing and call these folks. They've got mics so clean you'll hear every sip of coffee, every awkward pause, and every guest who forgets they're being recorded. So whether you're starting a new show, shooting content, or just need somewhere to feel creative without your cat walking across the keyboard, 216 Creative Studios, they've got your back. So quit trying to DIY your dreams on your couch. Get in the studio where the magic happens. That's 216 Creative Studios, where your ideas sound like you actually meant to say that.